I hate intros. I hate them. Hi, this is the Q&A answer portion video. And hi, you guys asked me questions and I'm going to answer them, and this is the video that's going to do that. Okay, I am Denise. This YouTube channel I have too is Surrender to the Flow Tarot, and a few of you asked a bunch of questions, and so I'm going to answer them. I was trying to figure out if I was going to shout out your usernames, but I decided I'm not going to. I just feel like it might put you on blast, even though if somebody goes back and looks themselves, they can figure it out, but like I'll let them do that. Do you know what I mean? Okay, so question number uno. Are we going to count them? I didn't know. What area do you live in? I live in the city. I live in the city. Second question, where are you from? I am from the city that I currently live in. Is that wrong? I keep going back and forth about how much information, but like it's public information, so it's not like I'm keeping anything. Okay, so let me go that, because it is. If you know my name, you can find this out, because I've Google searched myself and it comes up, so I'm not hiding anything. Okay, what area do I live in? I live in Southwest Philadelphia. Yes, on the East Coast, in the state of Pennsylvania. Where are you from? I am from Philadelphia. Grew up in a neighborhood in the city proper called Olney, O-L-N-E-Y. Shout out to Olney. Lived there till I was 11, and then my family moved right outside, technically, the city limits, but to a neighborhood called, it was a borough, it was called Rockledge. It was in between Fox Chase and Huntington Valley. It was this ass backward, like 4 square mile long town that had its own mayor. How weird is that? It is weird. It's weird. It's a weird little, but it's also cool, but they're, back when I lived there, it was very racist. It was. I don't think it is so much anymore, but it also kind of still is, I think. Do I live alone? I live with 2 cats and all the spirits. So no, but yes. What kind, hold on. How grown are your kids? Okay, none of them live with me. They are all of age that they have moved on and out. So I am an empty nester, which is crazy. I've been an empty nester for a year, going on 2. And I have 3 kids, and they're all under the age of 30. Okay. What are your hobbies? Do you know, I had to look this up because I was confused, because I'm like, do I actually have hobbies? Because the things I do, I take pleasure in. I don't do things I don't take pleasure in. You know what I mean? I don't. So the definition of hobby is an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure. So I would say it's, what I'm going to do then is say it's like not something I would get paid for, right? There would be no like money exchange in there, because tarot is not a hobby. It's what I do. Do you know what I mean? Art is what I do. Music is what I do. But my hobbies are researching things that I'm interested in. Hold on, I just forgot my other ones. I got nervous. Hold on. Okay. Going in nature, but I'm not sure that that's a hobby, because that's a need too. Do you know what I mean? But taking walks, things I do regularly. Oh, like watch the Kardashians, like something like not really, and also The Handmaid's Tale. Like I would consider the shows I watch to be a hobby because it's something I like to do and I don't do it all the time. I only do it at specific energy, at specific times when my energy is a certain place. So the Kardashians, Handmaid's Tale, Wu-Tang and American Saga when that's on. And then I'll watch other things. I guess watching tarot is probably partially a hobby, which I do a lot of. But I also am researching. Did I say researching things I'm interested in? If I didn't, that's my number one thing. And so tarot is that for me. But like pretty much everything I do, I'm researching it as I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? So I think that is cooking sometimes, every now and then. Creative things, right? You're like, yes, we know. That's why we're asking. What are the creative things? I think that's it. If any more pop up, because I feel like I'm forgetting something. Oh, well, I guess it is now. Graffiti. Hiatus, but yes. I don't know if I would call that a hobby. Right now I would. But, okay. What kind of art do you do aside from music? Graffiti, mixed media, fine art. My background also is in photography, self-taught, and that was documentary style portraiture. That's my favorite thing. I see in photographs, I can't make them. Do you know what I mean? I see in them, and I photograph a lot of times energy. That's what wide open stands for. Two things. It stands for who I am as a person and how I shoot, how wide open the aperture is, as wide open as possible. I have a lot of bokeh and a very small depth of field. I have a Flickr. You could find it on there. I don't know. I think my name is Dep, D-E-P. I don't think it's like D period, E period, P period, but it's Dep. And I don't remember what you'll see me though, because I actually, well, maybe I should have told you. Whatever. I use it right now kind of as an archive for like photos I take of myself a lot that I don't want to delete because I want to go back to them either for some kind of inspiration. So it's either an energetic inspiration or to draw it. Do you know what I mean? Or sometimes it's a science thing if I'm figuring out like body image stuff. So if you do find my Flickr way back in like 2009, I'm going to say, I did a whole series about body dysmorphia because of my eating disorder. I went into treatment twice, and that was the first time I went into treatment. It was intensive outpatient that first time. I was never in residential, but I went to partial hospitalization and intensive outpatient, IOP. For me, because of how I'm literally made, I can't be broken down ever. Nothing externally can and will ever be able to stop me. And that's not a challenge. It's the truth. You can slow me down, but you will not stop me. And here's the thing. When I come back, I'm going to be even brighter than I was. So the level of toxicity, I'm going to have an equal level of light because it is who I am. So why did I start saying this? Damn it. Okay, I remember. I had to go back and watch part of it, but then I remembered. Okay, sorry. Okay, so when I get in a situation with my eating disorder, when I realize, this is something that's serious, and what made me realize that, yes, Denise, you have an eating disorder, was because I recognized that the food I had in my hand, if it was liquor or alcohol, I would be considered an alcoholic. So I was like, I am anorexic, but I have never gone a day without eating. My weight has been all over the place. It's more complicated. I won't put that in here, but if anybody has questions, more questions after this Q&A, just put them below, and then I'll collect them and do another one. You know what I mean? And I used to vlog about my eating disorder, and I thought about going back and putting them in a thing. I deleted a bunch of them too, so I might do that. You can find them on my other YouTube, which is Denise Perry. I'm sure there are links. Maybe I'll put a link. I'll put a link below. Okay. So, when I can't figure something out, I strip all the way down to the bare. So for that, the bare, the origin. And for the eating disorder, it was naked. And so I would strip down and take pictures. Back then I had this amazing mirror. I don't have it anymore. It was amazing. It was just a big sheet of mirror, huge. And I would shoot myself through the mirror. I'm on Tumblr a whole bunch from way back in the day. Like, there's pictures of me all over on Tumblr. From those. People used to steal them from my Flickr. This was way back in the very beginning of Tumblr. So I do that, and then I have something that's factual, and I make them as real as possible. Like, I don't use filters. I do edits and not Photoshop though. Not smoothing, not removing. I don't do that. I might remove a part of a background, but I suck at that stuff. So I just try, I don't do that. Do you know what I mean? Documentary style. And I'm 7 air signs out of 11 placements, and 5 of them are Libra, and truth and love are my 2 main frequencies. So I can't, it's dissonant in my body to stay in an untruth on any level. You know what I mean? So I started doing that. And so they're way back there. Okay, how did I get all the way there? Hobbies, art. My other hobby is smoking weed. Going on drives. I know, I'm going back. I love going on a drive. Oh, walking in the rain. Walking in the rain. Going on drives with breezes. Going on drives at sunset. I would love to go camping and watch the sunrise. I'm not really a camping person. We used to go every year when I was a kid, and I fucking hated it, but it was like so miserable, you know. I really want to go now as an adult. I really do want to go. Oh, I want to learn how to surf too. Okay. Do I eat meat? Yes. Occasionally. This is why, because I have emo, intestinal methanogen overgrowth, I have gastroparesis, and I have slow motility caused to fecal stool burden, fecal loading in my intestines because there's adhesions on my sigmoid colon. So a lot of things are going on. Meat repulses me. It has always repulsed me my entire life. There were meats I liked, hot dogs, bacon, because look, it's not full meat, you know what I mean? But like chewing into the fat, everything about it, it feels so hideously wrong to have it in my mouth. It feels wrong. I eat eggs though, and only occasionally those feel weird and wrong. Occasionally. I don't eat them every day, but I have like periods where it comes through. So I cannot, because of my emo and IBS, I have IBS, I have to be like low FODMAP, which is like low fermentable foods and stuff. So I can't have soy. There's like my protein sources are so few. I have a dairy and a wheat gluten intolerance too. So in order to not relapse or die, I have to start eating meat. It's so fucking gross, and I hate it. And it's only, I try to do like twice a week. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. It's so gross. So I do, but not because I want to, but because I have to right now to fucking survive. Okay. So so there you go. Can you share your perspective on how gaslighting affects us both internally and externally and how to work through it? I'm going to come back to that one because that's a really big one. So I'm going to come back to that one. Okay. Next set of questions. They were all for one person. Thank you for the questions. Thank you very much. What does the 215 on my left shoulder mean? It's the area code from the city that I am from, Philly. And on this side, John. These are both my Philly tattoos. John is a word, is a Philly slang word. It's a noun. You use it like a noun. You use it in place of person, place, or thing. Like, oh, you going to that John? Or, oh, hand me that John. Or, what's that John over there? Oh, ooh, look at that John. You feel me? It's wherever a noun can fit, you can fit John in there. So that's those. Okay, last set of questions before we go back to the gaslighting one. What are some ways that you find peace? Hold on. Okay, with the breeze on my skin, sometimes with rain on my skin, water, being in water, drinking water, walking, music, silence. Sorry, my heart. Comfortable silence with your like divine counterpart. Geez, I'm getting really sad. Touching someone whose energy matches yours, like you're the complement to each other, and you pass it back and forth, and you let it fill you. God, okay, hold on. Singing, dancing, laughing, truth, safety, knowing that the people I love are safe. All humans, though, knowing that all humans are safe. When I do manifestations or whatever for myself, prayers, I always put it out for everyone too. Do you know what I mean? Just remembered like a prayer I used to do in church. I was raised Roman Catholic. Peace on earth, peace in our families, and peace for something else. That's what I used to pray for. Totally forgot about that. It's like 40 years ago. 40? Yeah. Something like that. 35. It doesn't matter. Okay. Petting cats. The sun. Feeling it, looking at it glisten off of water. Solitude. Things that fill my solitude. And bring me peace. And things that are peaceful. You can do, that's what I mean by comfortable silence with someone else. Solitude on individually, and then a comfortable silence with someone else. You know what I mean? It's been a long time. Okay. What are your favorite colors? Okay. Favorite clothing combo, black and gray. With pops of whatever, white, red, chrome, you know what I mean? Same. Paint colors, black, white, and chrome, which is silver. I like metallic, but just not everything metallic. I like walls and stuff, versions of white or like really pale yellows. You know, not white, but like you can see. like cream. Do you know what I mean? There's not like one color. If I had to pick just one color, it would be black, or it would be charcoal gray. But I really do like yellow, and I like red, orange, yellow. You know what I mean? Like combos of that, like warm. When you think of a phoenix and stuff. Indigo, those two sets of colors, like indigos, deep blues and purples, they fill my soul up when I look at them. They're very healing for me. Yeah, I think that's the colors. Favorite crystals. Okay. Favorite crystal, if you're feeling sad with your heart, is rose quartz. So whenever I wear this, it's because my heart is feeling sad a little bit. Today wasn't really, I put it on for this, and then I was like, I actually am feeling a little bit sad. And jade. This is nephrite jade. This has been my everyday for a long time, along with number one faves to my hair attached is selenite. I have over 50 pieces of selenite. Second is peach selenite. It's amazing. It's like grounded selenite. Selenite grounds me, which for most people it does not. It does the exact opposite, because it's the direct. You use selenite to charge all the other crystals. You don't have to charge selenite. It's moon energy. It's a direct connection, and for me, it grounds me. But I also joke and say, like, if there was like a throne or like a chair made out of selenite and I sat on it, I would probably not exist anymore. I would just. But yeah, and I always carry two in one hand, because I carry them like this, and I'm always rubbing them. And then this one, and sometimes I'll carry all three. I mean, I don't think about it. I'm thinking about it right now. I think it's like that. No, maybe it goes this way. No, it goes like this. Yeah. Yes. Oh, the jade balances out this. This is when I leave the house. I take crystals with me every time. Every time. Also, opals. These were a gift. They're all opals. Pink opal. They need to be a little bit spiffed up, right? Green opal or a regular opal. Aren't they beautiful? I think the jeweler who made these, her name is You So Fine Jewelry. And on Instagram, there's under you_so_fine. You know what I mean? If you want to look them up. They were a 50th birthday gift from my ex-husband's girlfriend, who I am a humongous fan. I'm her number one fan. She's amazing. Yes, shout out to Allison. You rock for always and forever. Okay. Oh, more favorite crystals. All right, I picked it up. Lepidolite. Oh my God, dude. Shiny, fuck you. Like, and mica. I have piles of this. These are ones I find out. They peel off, and I use them in art too. I use all kinds of stuff in my mixed media art. It's like I use all kinds of stuff. You could look on my Instagram too. My name is Denise Perry, and on there I think it's all lowercase, and it's Denise.E.Perry maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, malachite. Come on. Sodalite. I did jade, right? My jadies. Tiger's eye. I did these, right? My peach selenites. Okay. Diamonds. Diamonds are considered a crystal. This is an engagement ring I got from like a antique store for myself. It is, if you see it on me, it's because that I'm in a covenant with my higher self. My commitment is to source and myself. Yes. That's it. That's all the crystals, I think. Yes. Okay. Gaslighting. Okay. The question is, can you share your perspective on how gaslighting affects us both internally and externally and how to work through it? Okay. When we are gaslit, or if we gaslight ourselves, so let's just say gaslighting is a violation. It's an attack. It's an assault on your energy at its core, which will then produce a sensation which will be interpreted as... that was my medication alarm. So funny. Okay, so gaslighting is assault on both our energy. It puts a kink in it, right? And it informs the way you perceive yourself and your safety. Does that make sense? And it is something external, though you can do it to yourself, okay? And that would show up like, I'm just gonna fail, or anything in self-doubt. I can't think of examples. Hold on. I brought a fan in here finally because it's so warm in this room. Okay. Okay, it is used by people outside of you to halt a truth. To halt, really what it is they're halting an energy coming in that doesn't feel good. And usually, and I would say commonly, it's because they're in denial about something and they have to face a consequence of what they did, and they don't want to. They can't. They can, but they're not vibing high, so they're unable to tap into that. Do you know what I mean? So it happens for a lot of different reasons, but what it is when it's happening, it will feel bad. You might jump, you might do that internally. Everything shifts, you're shocked, even if it's like that quick, if it's a tiny bit. Do you know what I mean? That's your number one. You have to alert. I don't want to say haves and shoulds, but I'm just going to flow, okay? And if I sound bossy, I'm not. It's not what I mean, but it's just the words. Words are hard for me. Oh, gosh, okay. Training yourself as an energetic field in a human vessel, in a human container. Look at the human body as a cup, like what a cup is. Do you know what I mean? We're holding energy, something with a lid. Think of it like that. But we're not, we have pores. We have scalp. We have, do you understand what I'm saying? So things can get in and out through all of those. And breathing. Even visually, you're taking in information and it's having an effect on you, and audibly, everything. You know what I mean? So to train yourself to get as proficient as possible in recognizing when your energy is affected, what is happening to your energy, what it feels like in your body, where is it? You can look for patterns. Do you feel me? Just put this awareness in there and something will come up and you'll hear like something somewhere, an echo somewhere, it might be louder, like it'll give you an alert to check your energy or something. Do you know what I mean? God. Okay, another thing with gaslighting is it's being used as a weapon to disarm you. So you're gonna need a few moments to like process that it's coming in. But that's why you train and get to know your body and your energy and what it feels like, so that you just you put the intention on there for whenever this specific feeling comes up in this spot, I am to pause or start inhaling and exhaling because I need to, you need to make it automatic as possible, so that your body, your mind has a chance to catch up to what's going on to your body. But the number one thing is to stay grounded. If you have to leave the situation, you also don't owe this person anything. So you also have to train your brain. If somebody is using that at you, no. That's not respect and that's not love. It's not loving. No. Don't, and it's the same thing if you do it to yourself. You feel me? Okay. So it's a tactic, gaslighting. That's what it is. And it's toxic. It is also part of the intention of the people using gaslighting is to undermine your belief in the truth and in yourself. I had a person who I considered a friend. This person would tell you that I gaslit them, but I'm just being transparent. That's not the truth. So this person was a friend, and we went like to the beach, and I didn't drive. And we both smoke a bunch of weed. And when I don't have to be on point and I'm not driving, which I always am, I'm always driving. I'm just chilling. So get more like Irie, you know what I mean? Than just like using it as functional. So she does this like all the time. You know what I mean? But it was my first trip in a car with her. Anyway, we didn't know where the fucking car was, but I figured out eventually. So we were kind of wandering and I was getting annoyed. And so was she, not at each other, but just like, I was like, oh. I didn't pay attention because I didn't drive. You know what I mean? Like, and I didn't know that that's not something everyone who drives doesn't immediately pay attention to where they park their car. I didn't know that wasn't a thing. Do you know what I'm saying? It wasn't even on my radar. So I realized I have this parking app and it shows you where your car is if you have to pay a meter, you know what I mean? So like we figured it out. But I had said, we were crossing the street before I figured that out. And I said, I can't fucking believe that neither one of us know where the fucking car is. And she said, shh. And I said, do not shush me. And she said, I didn't shush you. That's gaslighting. That's gaslighting. That's very overt gaslighting. But anything that makes you feel bad, if you have a tendency, if your self-esteem is shaky, okay, sometimes it can, if you've been gaslit for a significant portion of your life, right? You might very well not be able to figure out, you might doubt everything, think you're crazy, think you're too much, think you're not enough, think you're, you know what I mean? Think all these things because other people around you have put that on you so that you would stop making them feel uncomfortable with you and your truth. You know what I mean? But discerning is a process. So the best thing that you can do for yourself in general in life is to be as grounded and as in alignment as possible and to maintain it. That's, fill your energetic reserve, then preserve it, and then you'll have an overflow. But you have to know what you specifically need. How much sleep, what's the foods, what do you need to see around you, what kind of environment for your mental health. Do you know what I mean? And then you need to implement those things. They can help you become more aware. That will help you the most with all these other things. If something's coming in and it feels bad, and you go into automatic response, and it's something that's self-deprecating for you, that's a flag, okay? Oh yeah, no, you probably don't. You know what I'm saying? There's something there. If that feeling, I brushed my teeth and floss and a piece of like popcorn, just like, I don't even know where it floated from. Okay, whatever I was saying, I think I said it. I think I answered it, right? How it affects us internally and externally and how to work through it. Awareness, self-care, and having an awareness will also equal being able to identify it in all of the ways it shows up and what to do about it. You know what I mean? I'm losing it. I'm losing my everything. Okay. Thank you all for the questions. That was fun. It was cool. I am looking forward. I'm kind of excited. I'm interested in watching it back and seeing what I said and all of those things. But yes, this was super fun. If you have more questions, put them in the comments below and we'll do another one when we have like enough. Do you know what I mean? Or whatever. I'll answer them. Okay. Thank you. Till next time. Ciao, ciao.